And what brought us to this full-time RV life.
So of course, I forgot to turn the camera on.
We decided to try something new this year. From home. If you've been watching us for any length of time, you know that we come here at least once a year, visit family, and it's kind of like our resetting point, either as we're leaving Arizona for a loop or on our way back to Arizona for a loop. And obviously, because of all the issues that we discussed earlier, we're going to be here for a little bit longer.
So of course, I forgot to turn the camera on because I had no clue what the refrigerator was going to look like after 6 days of travel, I think 5 where it was sealed. And I had no clue. Going down the Indiana roads, as bad as they are, I kept checking the kitchen area. Sometimes my thingies will pop out where you put the what are those? The burners will pop out. Every once in a while they popped out, so I'm like, oh no, the refrigerator's taking a beating, even with the independent suspension. So I can't imagine without it. Nothing spilled except for this container of cheese. And it's probably just because that that particular lid is not a great slap in place. It just doesn't snap in place. The eggs were all down because my shelves kind of crumbled. The eggs were all down. They did not break. None of my containers broke open. The milk shimmied and was in here, but it never broke open. So I'm gonna count it as a win if all I have to do is clean up cheese. Here's the upside of this too. It just helps when you're cleaning out the refrigerator. It's like another time to clean out the refrigerator. So there you go. I'm gonna continue cleaning out the refrigerator and then we'll be good to go.
But slide update, everything worked to a point. I did have to nudge the living room slide a little bit and shift it and make sure it went out okay. The kitchen slide, I just had to give that one just a little nudge getting on out. Again, the kitchen one is a Schwintek. The living room one is the hydraulic rack and pinion. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple phone calls, talk to some friends who are techs, and kind of see what the deal is, because we're going to be here for 3.5 months. So I'm really not in a hurry right now to go ahead and get it fixed, but I want to make sure that when I do call a tech, they have enough time if we need to order parts or anything like that. But it's definitely not something I'm going to deal with right now, because in a week we're actually leaving the RV and driving back to Arizona for our appointments at Violet and everything else. So I'm not even going to address this until we get back from Arizona on our little trip. So we are all set up and we have our house back. We've got our living room back, which is awesome. And we are looking forward to an amazing time here in Utah, doing a lot of things that we love doing here. And we're actually going to explore some new things here in Utah, things that we had never done before that I've been wanting to do for years. It just never worked out between schedules and family and things like that. So we're going to have some fun. Stay tuned. All right, so we got here to Layton, Utah a couple days ago. We've already gone on a bike ride on our favorite bike trail, Ogden River Parkway. And now that we're going to kind of settle in for the next several months and, just live life, we're going to start walking again every night.
Back to moving. It's so beautiful here at night.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to utilize that and start moving again. This place has a big hill too.
Yes. I don't know if you guys remember, we've talked about this in years past, that this whole campground is built on a hill. So yeah, we're just kind of walking around and getting the lay of the land, seeing the RV park really for the first time since we've been back, and it's pretty full. I mean, honestly, we were lucky to be able to squeeze in and add the couple months that we needed to. Apparently, all the small towns in the area have this tradition of doing heritage days, parades and festivals and things like that. So today we're over at the Syracuse Heritage Days Parade. My nieces and nephews are in the parade because of their high schools and things like that. So we're just having a nice, relaxing Saturday morning, sitting out here waiting for the parade to come down and catch up to us. It's pretty neat, you know, these little small towns, small cities, and all their little traditions. Just another great part about traveling this country and seeing things that other communities do that, you know, that we don't do where we're from. So it's awesome.
Right, today we are on a road tripping day.
Another road tripping day. What a shock.
Very different from our normal road tripping days.
And very different from last week.
Yes. So we are headed to Arizona to do those appointments that we talked to you guys about for Kevin, and also for Miss Violet's second birthday. We're super excited to see her, see the boys, and celebrate her little life.
Yeah.
And get all of the hugs and kisses and all that good stuff. As you remember from a previous video that we were traveling from the east to the west through all the storms, trying to get to Utah so we could make it to these appointments and all of that good stuff. So we are headed to Arizona as we speak.
So we left Utah today, and it's only supposed to be like 81. And when we get to Arizona, it's going to be over 105. So lucky us.
Well, that's when Violet was born.
Yes, I know.
In the heat of the summer.
Yes.
So it is what it is. We are headed to Arizona, and we are going to. We don't want to drive the trip in one day. No. Even though we're not towing, it would be easy to, I suppose. But
it's 12 hours.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of driving, and we have nothing but time.
Yeah.
So we may or may not have implemented a stop on our way to Arizona.
Yes. If you go on your Google Maps and look up basically Salt Lake and Phoenix, and what's about halfway between Salt Lake and Phoenix?
That's where we're going to stop.
That's where we're stopping.
Yes. So we're going to stop in Vegas for a couple of nights. Kevin actually has a cousin. Well, she's my cousin too.
Yeah.
And we are going to have dinner with them and catch up with them and just chill for a couple nights. And then we can press on and get to Arizona and do all the things. So that's what we are planning on doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we're not towing, driving, you know, I don't want to drive for 12 straight hours. I know. All right, so we're going to get where we're going, get out of this truck, and we'll talk to you in a little while. Made to Vegas.
It's warm. It's 107.
Yes.
But it's a good warm.
Yes. Little,
in my opinion.
Little hot, but it's a dry heat. It's not that humidity that we were just dealing with, so I'll take it.
We're gonna keep harping on it, right?
Yep. Reminds me of home.
Yeah, we're gonna go and check out, try to figure out something to eat.
Right.
It is summer here, so it is crazy as far as like a lot of kids because they're out of school.
Yep.
Baseball stadium's going up, so.
All right. All right. We are at Batista's Hole in the Wall restaurant here in Vegas. This is the kind of place that we've always wanted to go to, but never really had the opportunity. But my cousin who lives here, when I said, hey, let's go somewhere and name the place,
she knew.
She knew. This is a great place, especially with it being it's an Italian place, you know, old throwback to the old Vegas, and our family's all Italian, so
It's pretty cool.
yeah, it's really neat. All decorated like in the 70s, and some of the signs on the wall is great. There's one I'm looking at right now. It says, "We don't have Wi-Fi. Talk to each other like it's 1995."
Ain't that
So it's kind of cool, yeah.
How many times do you go to a restaurant and every single person is sitting there on their phone?
Yeah.
It drives me insane. But that being said, if you know me, I don't care to be on my phone. So it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
I get that. But we love that sign. So
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna, as soon as they get here, go have a good, nice Italian dinner.
yeah.
All right, so we just got done with dinner at Batista's Hole in the Wall, legendary spot here in Las Vegas.
Yeah. It was so amazing. And
Yes.
I mean, the food was really good, but that style was so much fun.
Yes, it's the kind of place where your salad or soup is included, bottle of wine is included, dessert is included, espresso at the end is included, and then you just kind of pick what your main entree is. I got the lobster and shrimp pasta. I'd kind of been waiting for that one.
And I was pretty basic, kind of kiddish, and got
Yeah.
just spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah. Crazy. We didn't even get a picture with my cousin and her husband. We just literally sat there and talked for hours, and then they had to leave and work in the morning and stuff. And we got a picture, just the two of us, but we literally did not get a picture of the four of us at dinner or anything. We just enjoyed talking and everything else. We hadn't seen each other since February, so it was
Since
kind of
Layton's
nice.
wedding.
Yeah.
It was very cool experience, though.
Yes.
We highly recommend it. It's a place full of just a ton
Nostalgia.
of nostalgia because it's all Italian, and I can't remember. They said it's been open.
Since like the late 60s.
Yeah, like Elvis ate there. All these famous people, and there's pictures all over the wall. There's vinegar bottles hanging everywhere. It's just a very cool place, especially if you're Italian.
Yes.
So-
it's all Rat Pack themed, and yeah, just old school Vegas. It really is.
Yeah, it was very
Loved every minute of it. Highly recommend it. I was telling Larika walking down here, probably one of the best meals ever in Las Vegas, without question.
Kevin's
So
ranking that super high.
It was
Mine
pretty
was
damn
just
good.
spaghetti and meatballs, so I'm not going to say that. But
Yeah.
he had more of an elaborate meal, so
Yes.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
But I liked all of the cool stuff. It was a
Yeah.
really cool vibe there.
all right, here we go. All right, so we've been back here in Arizona for 2 days. We got back here Tuesday. Today is Thursday. And for those of you guys that have been following the channel for a while, you know we had to come back early because of my blood clot issue and that I had appointments today. So, update, had my appointments. They did a couple different ultrasounds and scanned me basically from my stomach all the way down my leg. And thank God, blood clots are gone. The doctor did say there was a little bit of scar tissue in there, but nothing to worry about. Because it's summertime and it's hot, and he said this is the time of year when people can get blood clots due to dehydration and the heat and everything else. He is going to keep me on a lower dose of my blood thinners for just 3 more months, just to make sure everything is good. But he said once the prescription's over, I don't have to go back. I don't have to see him again. And he basically released me. That's it. That's the good news. Thank you all for your prayers and your well wishes and everything else over the last 4 months. And when we run into you guys, a lot of people in the rallies, were asking me about it and everything else. So really do appreciate all your prayers and well wishes. And looks like this is another one of those things. We got past it and moving forward. So I think it's time to enjoy the rest of the time here in Arizona. All right, so for those of you that have been to Arizona in the East Valley, you've probably heard of Oregon Stop Pizza.
And if you haven't, we're going to tell you about it.
Yeah, it is like world famous. I think it's the world's largest Wurlitzer organ. The whole dining room area is one big organ, and the speakers and the pipes and everything else. And there goes,
There goes our children
Yes.
and our granddaughter.
Yes. So today was Violet's second birthday.
It was.
So they wanted to go up to Oregon Stop Pizza, so we took her here, and let me tell you, even the 2-year-old was infatuated and loved the organ and the music and everything else.
It's not about the food.
No.
A lot of people will say, well,
food's-
we don't
yeah,
like the pizza,
yeah.
we don't like that. I really like the salad
Actually,
bar,
the
to be
salad
honest
bar's
with you.
good, yeah.
The pizza was fine. It's not anything to write home about. It's
Yeah.
really about the experience, and it was perfect for her
Yes.
because she loved it. She loved and it's actually quite it can be quite magical for even older people because it's all of the pipes,
the organ,
yes, and you see all the different. It's just a really cool experience, and we had such a blast with her, celebrating her 2nd birthday and just enjoying being together. She loved it.
Yeah, they play Disney songs, they play modern songs,
Star Wars,
they play all that kind of stuff, but from a pipe organ, so it sounds really cool. It sounds interesting, and it's really fun. It really is.
They have like the drums on the wall and the cymbals, and then like when they did Under the Sea, there were bubbles, and Violet loved that. So it just was a really great night.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you're here in Arizona for the winter, like a lot of people do, they RV and they come out to Arizona in the winter, you got to go to Mesa and check out Organ Stop Pizza. A lot of fun. If your leveling jacks will do this to asphalt, imagine the damage that they're taking on. One upgrade that's made a huge difference for us are RV snap pads. These snap right onto your leveling jacks and basically become permanent shoes for your RV. They give you a bigger footprint, better traction, and honestly, a bit more peace of mind when the ground is soft or rocky. And when we need extra height or a wider base, we pair them with the new RV stack pads. These things are lightweight, super strong, and stacked together like Legos for grown-ups. We are affiliates to RV snap pads, so if you want to check them out, I'll drop our link below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps support the channel and keeps us rolling down the road. As you can see behind us, obviously, we left Arizona.
We've come back to where we basically have raised our kids every summer for our vacations. Since our youngest was 2, going on 3, we have come to Carlsbad, California, and have enjoyed this great beach behind us. And it was very nostalgic coming back because we have not been here
since the first summer we went full-time 3 years ago.
Yes.
If you remember back, we went full-time. We stayed in an RV park about 10 miles away and then met up with the whole family because the family stayed in the timeshare, but we were in the RV at the RV park. But this is our first time in actually 4 years being in our actual timeshare.
Yeah, and it's so exciting. We're here with Hayden and Kenzie, our youngest and his wife, and then Kevin's parents. And so it's very nostalgic, like just coming back and all of the amazing memories that we've made here. And so, it's cool. I know people out there are going to be like, what do you need a vacation from in your RV? But vacations are still very real because it's when you get to spend that time with the family.
Oh, so, absolutely. And luckily we had the opportunity this year because we didn't have flights. We didn't have to fly back to the RV after Violet's birthday. The RV is up there in Layton for the next 3 months. So we're really on no time frame. So when the opportunity arose for us to come be part of vacation again, we're like, heck yeah, let's go do it.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing is, so I know in previous videos we've told you we were a little disappointed we had to pivot. We missed out on some state parks, some other states, but here's the upside of pivoting.
Yes.
We got to pivot again and come here to this amazing place and spend time with family. So
absolutely.
We couldn't be more grateful and so excited.
Yep. See you later. We decided to try something new this year, and we're taking the coaster train, kind of like a metro, all the way down to San Diego.
Yeah, so we don't have to drive. We don't have our big dually trying to find parking, pay for parking because it's overpriced. So it's pretty cool. Right alongside the ocean, which is
it's awesome.
Amazing, the beach. So pretty nice.
Yeah.
It was what, $6?
$6 person.
One way.
Yeah, I think there was 12 round trip or 13 round trip, something like that.
Very doable.
Yeah. All right, so I'm not sure if you guys remember way back in the day when we first started the channel, we were talking about how we got started and what brought us to this full-time RV life. And I had said that my goal when I retired originally was rent an RV and go visit all the Major League ballparks. And Larika's like, well, if we're going to visit ballparks, we want to see other things. Found YouTube, started learning about it and realizing people living in their RVs. And that's kind of what brought us to this full-time RV life we're living.
True.
Yes.
So tonight, we're going to try to make true on that.
Yes. How many ballparks have we actually visited going around the country for the last 3 years? 1. Baltimore about 2 years ago.
which the Diamondbacks did win. We
Yes.
watched the Diamondbacks
Yes.
play. This would be number 2.
Tonight is number 2. We are in San Diego, and after being open for 24 years, we are finally going to a game at Petco Park to see the Diamondbacks play the Padres. For some reason, this is the first time they've ever been here while we're in town for our vacation, our timeshare. So
Because trust me, Kevin looked every year when we would vacation here. So we are headed into a Padres Diamondback games.
Yep, Petco Park, finally.
Yep, go D-backs.
Let's go. Decided to come up the freeway, and we are at the San Clemente outlets. Great little outlet mall. We've been here before and everything else. And of course, the first store we stopped at had to buy a little something for Miss Violet, because hey, let's be honest, grandparent money doesn't count, right?